Rock the hoe.
Rock the shot.
Rock the shot.
Rock the hoe.
Rock the hoe.
Rock the shot.
Rock the shot.
Rock the hoe.
Rock the hoe.
Rock the shot.
Rock the shot.
Call hello.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash.
Oh, I got it. I got one. Hey, I got it. Hey, look.
They're going east, bro.
Call hello. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash.
Look. You see it?
Here, man. So many of
I caught it, bro. I'm catching it right now.
What way to end the camp, brother? Yeah. What way to end the camp, man?
Another one right there.
That's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yep, another one
right
right
there.
there. Right here.
Where?
Look right here.
Somebody grab that.
Right there. Right there.
The Lord is in 20,000
Right there. It's right
The Lord is
here.
among
It's
them. Grab that
right
Lord is
here.
among them.
Oh yeah, I got it. Look. I caught it. Hey, it's crazy. I'm catching
Let's
it.
grab some of these share scriptures. We'll close out, brothers. See up.
Shalom. I'll start by giving all praises to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. My name is Brother Prophet Ken Pastor Babylon down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to get them honest elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to both elect and the ones listening in. And I want to get to a short, quick lesson on remember order, somewhere around those lines, but this lesson is basically the main topic is order. Alright, because there's gonna always be ranking in order. There will always be ranking in order. Right now there's ranking in order. When you come to these scriptures, there's an order. And before in the ancient times and in the future. Definitely in the kingdom, man. There's gonna be a ranking and there's gonna be an order, man. Alright. And right now, we're learning, to not buck up against order, man. Alright? A lot of Jake are learning not to buck up against order. How serious order is. Alright? I'm going to start off with this. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40 says, let all things be done decently and in order. Alright? So everything must be done decently and in order. And the reason why is because if nothing's done in decent, in order and decently, there's going to be confusion. There's going to be total confusion. That's how it is with American Babylon here today. Babylon has no order.
Babylon has no order, man. When it comes to how what's the word for it? When it comes to a household, when it comes to their kingdom overall, when it comes to people overall, you got women bucking up over men. Men are not even no longer in their households anymore, and this is why Babylon is destroying itself, man. All right, because there's a whole lot of confusion. You have the whole rainbow community. All that is confusion. And that's because that results in not having any order. There's no order. There's no stability. Nothing can be established. When there's no order. So that's why it's important, and that's why we will always have an order and ranking system, and like in the camps, man, you have a ranking system, by the brothers that's most experienced all the way down to the brothers that's least experienced, and that it's all in order into a rank, all right, because some brothers, experience more than others. So they know how this truth works. They know how the scriptures works. They know how to follow the scriptures. And, that's being taught down the line to the younger brothers, man. All right. And what really got me to want to get into this topic, man, is because, last camp we had last Saturday, we had a fleet of chariots fly by us. All right. And these chariots, they weren't flying normally, like how you normally see with a chariot or whatever. But these chariots was flying in an order, They was coming one by one from, and it was literally the same distance from each other. They moved the same way and the same speed, man. All right. And the one behind the other was following. They were following, the head. All right, going to the same path. All right. So it wasn't no confusion. You didn't have one chariot going this way and the other one going that way. When it's a fleet of chariots, they were going in an order, decently in an order. So that was a chariots, man. All right, and these I'll put the video in here in this class too, because brothers took a video of it, man. It was a beautiful camp, man, a beautiful camp. And every time we go out there, we always end up seeing chariots, flying by us, man. But this one specifically was different, man. All right. This one had a deeper meaning to it. We seen the whole, the fleet, was showing us order, man. Not one's bucking out of the order. Not one's trying to get in front of the head. Not one's trying to go in front of the head. They're all following the head chariot that was leading them from in the same distance from each other, the same speed, same way. So that's beautiful, man. All right, and that's how we got to be in this camp, man. In the camp, you got a head, man. And that head, he's leading, the rest of the camp, all right, into the right ways, man. All right. That's why, let me get that scripture real quick. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 17. I'm going to get that right here. So it says, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. All right, so you must obey the ones that have rule over you, man. You got the head of the camp, man. You gotta obey him, because the head of the camp is set as the head for a reason. Because he knows what's best for the camp. He has more experience. He knows what the scripture says. He follows the scriptures. And it goes down to the second in command, the third in command, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh, and all the way into the end. And those brothers are following the head, man. All right. And the head is using the scriptures, using the scriptures to lead the camp, man. All right, through the scriptures, through Lord Yahweh the Lord put the spirit in the head to be able to lead this camp, man. All right, and that's gonna be it's a powerful spirit to have, and it's not just for the weak. Being able to have to watch over this whole camp. See every brother's in their right in rightful place, their rightful mind, the rightful estate. Making sure these brothers are good, man. All right, so you can't buck up over the head, man. The head know where we need to be going. All right, you got some brothers that might linger off, but the brothers over them will put them back into their path, man, because that's how the order goes, man. All right, so a lot of Jakes come to this thing, they want to buck up against the order, man. Want to buck up against the order, against the ranking. All right, and that's what the thing is. The ranking and order is it's set up. All right, and it is to humble you as well, man. All right, because you come into this truth, man. You always thought you was the big guy. You thought you knew everything. You thought you was all that. You thought you was, tough shit, man. All right, but once you come into this truth, that's when you have to fully understand, that you can't be big guy, man. The big guy is the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right, through the Lord Yahweh, That's who the big guy is, man. And you must obey under the rule of the Lord, man. All right, and the way the Lord set it up was for an order, man. All right, and when you come into this thing, you gotta have brothers over you. Brothers gonna have authority over you, man. They may tell you to do something, and this is to benefit you in this truth, to benefit your spirit, to benefit how you are. Just do it, man. A lot of guys take it as, man, you ain't finna tell me what to do. And that's a demon. That is a demon, man. All right. So like I said, this truth is a humbling experience, man. Especially when you have to, follow the order. First coming to this truth from the world, you got to follow orders. You just like, damn, man, what the fuck? This, I gotta listen to what this dude got to tell me, man. All right. And that's all through your faith that you listen to the Akim that's above you, man. That's all through the faith. You know. Let me get this right here. 1 Timothy chapter 5. Let me get verse 17. It says, "Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine." All right, so you got to be able to give double honor to the elders, man. You know, we have elders above us, you know, Great Millstone. You know, those are the elders. You know, we're not, you know, really a part of the camp, but we follow after that doctrine, man. So we recognize them as our elders, man, and we give double honors to those elders, man. You know. So at the end of the day, you know, you got to give double honors to the elders, man, to the men above you, to the men that taught and labored, you know, years before you even came in. All right, you got to be able to give those elders double honors. You know, salute those elders, man. All right, because they, you know, for example, the elder apostle Tahar, you know, and elder apostle Gobar, you know, these elders have labored, you know, 30 plus years into this truth, man, before most of us was even born. So you got to be able to give the elders, you know, that certain, you know, admiration, you know, or respect, you know, because at the end of the day, these are great men. All right. And if they endure unto the end, you know, in the kingdom, they're going to be even greater, man. You know, so there's going to still be an order in the kingdom, man. All right. You know, brothers are going to have government positions in the kingdom because they labor down here, you know, teaching and preaching and warring in this truth. You know, so the brothers are going to have that much more, you know, of a order or rank in the kingdom, man. All right. And you can't do anything but respect that. All right, because these, like I said, these men that labored, you know, for countless of years, man. All right. You know, preaching the true gospel, you know. So you can't really be mad about it, man. You can't really be looking at the man above you like he's crazy. Oh, you can't tell me what to do, you know, because that's a demon, man. That is a demon, you know. But it says Sirach 6, and I want to get Sirach 6 and 33. Sirach 6 and 32 says, "My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent." All right. So if you will, you know, you're gonna be taught. Salaki, excuse me. If you will, you're gonna be taught, man. All right, and you got to be able to be taught, man. You know, and that comes with being humble. You know, when you're humble, you're able to be taught. You're able to learn. You're able to understand that, okay, this is what the Lord set it up to be. All right. So this brother's here to teach me. This brother's here to get, you know, to increase my knowledge and my understanding. I'm going to listen. I'm going to apply. All right. That's why it says, you know, thou shalt be prudent. It says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. So if you love to hear, you're going to receive that understanding, man. You're going to receive, you know, great understanding and knowledge of this truth, man. It says, if thou bow thine ear, if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. All right, and these things, like I say, you know, the Lord put brothers over you to teach you, you know, to give you reproof, to correct you. And a lot of dudes can't take correction. They can't take instruction. All right, all these things is to build your spirit, to build you. All right, you know, and a lot of guys take it as, man, this dude's trying to pick on me. You know, he's just trying to tell me what to do. He's just trying to, you know, usurp authority over me. No, man. All right, and a lot of guys like to use that usurp authority. No, man, the brothers are genuinely looking out for you, man. Brothers are genuinely caring for you and trying to help you at the end of the day. So you can't sit there and look at the next brother and be like, oh, man, he's just trying to usurp authority over me, man. That's fucked up, man. Because at the end of the day, this guy is really just trying to help you. This guy's looking after your souls, looking after your spirit, man. All right, that's what it is. You can't sit there and try to say, okay, this dude trying to usurp authority over me. This dude's just trying to be, just trying to tell me what to do because he like how the way it feels to tell somebody else what to do. Because at the end of the day, if that brother wasn't there, I guarantee you, man, you would not last in this truth, man. All right? If there wasn't brothers over you, brothers wouldn't last in the truth, man. If it was, we all of the same order, we all the same, we can't really tell each other what to do and shit, that's going to be confusion, and you're not going to last. A camp isn't going to last like that. That's why there's going to be order, there's going to be ranking, and it's all going to be dealt with decently and in order, man. Because you can't just sit there and think, okay, I'm the same rank as this brother. I've been, even though I came in two days ago, I'm still the same as this, I still got the same knowledge, the same experience, the same, as this brother. So he can't tell me what to do. All right? And the next thing you know, your ass over there getting drunk at a club somewhere, and committing adultery or some shit, man. All right? When brothers, will tell you, okay, don't do this or don't do that. Brothers are trying to help you, but instead you feel like you're in this, brothers can't tell you shit. Really in the spirit, you really go over him. In the spirit, you feel like you over him, so you can't tell you nothing. That's a real demonic spirit, man. That's a prideful spirit. It says stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. All right, so stand in the multitude of the elders, man. You want to be in the midst, and learn after the elders, man, because they have gone through many things and experienced many things. Brothers over you have experienced many things, so you will want to be around those brothers to understand what they experienced, man. All right, so you don't have to really experience it. You just know how to deal with it when it comes. All right, and that's how it is. When I first came to this truth, man, I was very young. All right, and I had brothers, and really, when you're young, because I was like 12, 11, just growing up in the truth, man. And it's like when you're young, you're already in that type of humble mindset. When you get older, that's when all the pride and shit comes. That's when you feel like you're too good for any of this shit. But I was already in a humble mindset to where I was looking at brothers, because they were older than me. I would already listen. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I would always, try to understand. All right. I would always try to understand. So like I had received a phone call, but as I was saying though, I was a young, brother in the truth, and I always, be willing to understand, man. All right. So I was already, when brothers would say, okay, you gotta do this, and I would take onto it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this then. All right. So as I started getting older, I started experiencing the things that they were telling me. And I dealt with it the way they told me to deal with it, man. All right? And it's that's the beautiful thing about this truth. Brothers will tell you how to deal with things, man. When they correct you, they're basically telling you what to do, how to deal with things, what to change, what to improve about yourself. You got to take constructive criticism, man. That's what brothers got to understand. You got to take constructive criticism. So a lot of dudes will come to this thing and they will they can't take constructive criticism. They won't take the understanding from somebody else that's the same age as them or younger than them. And that's another thing. Brothers that may be over you could be younger than you. All right. In age, in the carnal age, in the worldly age, they could be younger than you, man. All right, and that's another humbling experience, man. Because you have brothers, that come to this thing, they'd be like 30, 30, 40, You know, they have brothers that's like 20, man. You know, that's telling them, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that. Because that brother has more experience when it comes to this truth. You may have experience when it comes to the world because you've been living in this world for longer. But when it comes to this truth, you just not coming into this thing. So you're really considered a babe, man. All right, so brothers that's, 20, 21, 22, 19, you know what I'm saying? These brothers are able to tell you, okay, you got to do this and you can't do that. And you got to be able to take that correct, constructive criticism, from them other brothers, man. From them younger brothers, man. Brothers that's younger in the age, and even from, brothers younger in the spirit, man. The Lord could be using any brother to tell you, okay, this is where you fucking up at, and the brother may say it will say it in the most humblest way, but if you're so prideful about your own rank, oh, I'm over you. You're going to miss that. That's really the Lord telling you got to do that, man. All right? So, brothers can give you, you can still take a little bit of understanding, from a brother younger than you in the spirit, man. Brother's just telling you, okay, maybe I feel like, or maybe you just, you did this wrong, just humbly speaking, and you should be able to, as a man that's been in this truth for the longest time, for a long time, or if you're a man that's been in this truth for a long time, you're going to have discernment. See about, okay, maybe this brother is right. Maybe you are right. You know what I'm saying? And it could be, something as simple as, the way you're driving. All right, brother might tell you, okay, brother, you're driving a little too fast, man. You got other brothers in here, just humbly speaking, just slow down. You can't just sit there and lash out on the brother behind you. Brother, you in the passenger seat, I'm driving. You in the passenger seat, I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that to the younger brother, man. That's fucked up. That brother's just trying to tell you, okay, man, it's common sense that you shouldn't be speeding with other brothers in the car with you, man. Because you have other people's lives in your hand. You probably think you're the best driver. You probably feel like you're a NASCAR driver, man. All right? But you shouldn't feel like that when you're in a car with other brothers. You should value their lives, man, more than you value your own. Scripture says a man that layeth his life down for his own brother, what greater love is that? So you should value the brother's lives more than you value your own, man. All right? Now I want to get this scripture too. This is what is it? Hebrews 13 and verse 17. I said, damn, I just went back to the other scripture I got already on accident. I meant to say Colossians 3 and 22. I got it. I have the scriptures written down, man. So I was, reading back at the wrong page, wrong scripture. Salakia. But this is Colossians. Salaki, this is Colossians. I believe 3 and 22. Salakia again, Malakim. It says, servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as man pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing Yahweh. All right, so you gotta obey, those brothers above you, in the flesh. All right, not with eye service, not trying to be just to be seen. You trying to I do this, I do that. I can do this, I can do that. Or not trying to be a man pleaser. But in the singleness of heart, man, don't try to please other men. You just doing stuff just to get the recognition. The eye service, the brothers to recognize you and shit. That's weird, man. All right, but in the singleness of heart, of fearing the Lord, man, you just you sincerely. All right, and that's the difference between trying to be a man pleaser and just doing it for eye service. You're not sincere with it, man. You're just doing it for the recognition. But with sincerity, you're gonna do it, because you're just sincere in this thing and you love this truth. All right, and you love the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, at the end of the day. All right. So okay, let me see. I'm gonna get this last scripture right here and close it out right there. This is 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, and this is going to be the order of the household, how you keep order in your own home. All right, because before you try to be all big guy in the camp and be because you got a high ranking in the camp, you must have order in your own home, man. You can't just sit here and be getting ran over by your woman and then coming out here and trying to run over brothers and shit, man. That's fucked up. It says 1 Peter 3 and 1, it says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. All right. I want to also get this in the NLT version. It says, in the same way, you wives must accept the authority of your husbands. Then even if some refuse to obey the good news, your godly lives will speak to them without any words. They will be won over. All right. Likewise how, the woman, you must be subject to the husband, of course. You must, there's a ranking order, Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, the child, and the woman must be in subjection to the man. All right. And you must obey the words of the man, and that's how you got to be, in this truth, in the camp. You got to obey the words, and you got to be in subject to the man that's over you, man. All right, and understand that this man has way more experience than you. All right, so he may know a lot more than you. All right. When it comes, you may, and this is where a lot of dudes get prideful and boastful as hell, man. All right, this is what I'm saying. Brothers have experienced this shit, man. You have a dude that come to this thing, okay, let's say he learned a lot about the history, all right? And he knows a lot more history than the party of brother that's over him, all right? So now he feels like, because he knows more history than the brother over him, he feels like he knows more than that brother, all right? And now he's just looking down at that brother, not knowing, this brother is still over you. This brother still experienced more than you. You may know more in the history, but this brother know more, how to apply the scriptures. You probably not even applying not one of the fucking scriptures, man. All right, but you want to be above somebody so much, man. You start looking down brothers that's over you because you know more in the history, man. All right, and this brother may know how to apply the scriptures, how to deal with other brethren, how to correct other brethren. These are things that discernment. These are things that a great man in the truth that has experience will have. These are the certain qualities that this man will have, because at the end of the day, this brother, dealt in his truth longer than you, man. But dudes will feel like, oh, I know more than him. I should be over him. Okay, I am over him. And I'm really, next thing you know, you thinking you over him, you start feeling like you over every brother that's in the camp, and you start looking down on every brother, man. All right, and that's a demon, and the Lord will destroy you niggas for that shit, man. All right, but that's all I really want to get on that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect, to the ones listening in. I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor to the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. Once again, Dabana said, elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom, Aki.